Hey, what's up? I'm Natalie.
What's up? What's up?
This is the Least Favorite Podcast.
Episode 1.
Why did y'all break up?
Oh, well, I was a grade ahead of her. So at some point I graduated and I went on to college, my first year of college. And I feel like that pressured her in a sense.
How?
Because she felt like, I would probably like try to replace her or like leave her for a girl in college. You know what I'm saying? Like, that whole stigma of college and shit when you first get there, partying, girls, drunk nights. That probably played a part in her mind, maybe. I don't know.
Did it play a part in your mind? Like, did you think, yo, I'm about to be in college, like,
Nah,
I'm a wild out?
Nah, because to be honest, at that point in time, I had already got a lot of stuff out of my system. So I wasn't really like, I wasn't pressed to really like party like that.
Right.
So yeah, I was just more focused on like just passing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I don't know, she felt like it was hard because it's like, I felt like she didn't trust me. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
I never really gave her a reason to worry, but just her I guess that was her insecurity. I can't really explain it. That was her insecurity. You know what I'm saying?
But did you assure her that wouldn't happen? Like, did you have that conversation with her?
No, that conversation.
That conversation is important.
It
Guys
is.
never want to have that conversation.
But see, at that point, I'm 17. I'm not. I mean,
I know, you were young.
I'm not on that type of time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But
I didn't even think that was necessary because we've been going good for that year. Yeah, that year. Because I met her 11th grade. So 12th grade year, like I never gave her a reason to worry. Mm-hmm. So I just thought that it was all good. Right. I didn't think like, all right, I'm changing schools now. Mm-hmm. Like I should probably have this conversation with her to make her feel comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like, but
it's like the things that you realize as you get older. It's like, damn, I could have definitely handled that differently.
Exactly. But, we didn't really end on a bad note. Like we made the agreement to just split.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Just to avoid like the drama and stuff. And yeah, we wasn't on speaking terms at all. But, at some point, we were cool. And to this day.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask, are y'all still cool?
To this day, we still cool.
Does your dad try to have conversations with you now about sex?
Absolutely.
He doesn't ask any questions.
No.
So like my mom,
Maybe if I was around my mom.
I think a mother would ask.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But my
father was not the type to ask me.
Even when I talk to my mom now, that's not even a topic.
Okay.
I think she just rather not know.
My mom, when she found out that I was dating my ex-boyfriend who's black, well, half black, half white.
Problematic.
She was like, so is it true what they say?
No, the fuck she didn't.
Fucking swear.
What?
I was in the kitchen getting something to drink, and she was like, "Is it true what they say?" Because I was like, "We're not having this conversation."
Your mom is probably living vicariously through you.
Wildin'.
She's like my daughter.
To this day, like she'll still try to have that conversation with me, and it's just like I'm not about to sit here and discuss sex with you. Like, there's just certain things I'm not doing. I don't know if you saw the video. There's a guy who has a podcast with his wife. And he basically told her that she forced him into marriage.
I seen it.
You saw it?
Yeah.
You saw the whole thing?
Not the whole thing,
I saw like a clip of it.
I seen the clip of it because...
And I cringed the whole time. Like, I felt mad uncomfortable.
To be honest, I think, if I'm not mistaken, they were talking about it on cruise season.
Were they? Oh yes, I think I heard
That's
that
when
episode.
that's when I
Because
sent
they
it
called
to you.
a woman called in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I sent you that video.
Yeah.
Shout out to Cruise Season. That
Cruise
podcast
Season, really good podcast.
Fire.
Super.
Shout out to
super
all those
fire.
guys and the women that participated in it.
Right.
But yeah, like that video made me cringe too because it's like it made me notice. It gave me confirmation because it's like I used to think in the back of my mind that women do pressure men into situations that men didn't necessarily want. But this just gave me confirmation, like it's clear as day now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
wait, so you really think women pressure men into situations?
Yeah.
That's bullshit.
I think so.
First of all, how could I force you to do something that you don't want to do? I don't have a gun to your head.
You're not exactly. We don't.
So you could easily be like, "Bitch, I don't want to marry you. I'm out."
But look, if that man has so much feelings for you, if you give him the ultimatum, like, listen, either you give me marriage or I leave. What do you think that man is? That's pretty much a gun to his head because it's like, yo, I done been invested with you for so long. You know me like the back of your hand, and vice versa. I'm gonna throw all of that away just because I don't want to give you what you want.
I think the narrative needs to change, though. It's not so much that she forced him into marriage. It's, I love this woman. I don't want to lose her. If marriage is going to make her happy, I will do that for her.
But we're not gonna act like women don't manipulate.
So do men.
We do.
Like, fuck out of here. We both manipulate.
We do, but in that particular case, you guys.
She manipulated him into marriage.
Most definitely.
Yo, Denzil, you're not serious right now.
I'm so serious right now.
So you want me to live with you? We are living in the same place. I'm cooking for you. I'm cleaning up after you. When I'm not even in the mood to fuck you, I have to fuck you because I'm your girl.
No, I never said that.
Wait, I'm talking about them.
Okay.
All right. I'm doing all these things as your girlfriend, and I don't really see it going anywhere. And I would like to have the title as wife because I'm acting like your wife. We're playing house like I'm your wife, and you're not giving me the ring or the commitment. Like, what the fuck do you want? Like, what am I here for? You're wasting my time. Because if I'm just going to be your girlfriend, then I'm going to treat you accordingly. Like, I've learned as I've gotten older that if I'm someone's girlfriend, I'm not going to do wife things for them. You want to be my boyfriend, I'm going to treat you like a boy who's my friend.
Same on my end, too.
That's it.
That's what I said.
You're a boy who's my friend. And I'm going to see you when I see you, kick it with you, and do the bare fucking minimum.
I agree.
Because you're not giving me any reason to do more than that.
I agree.
And I feel like that's where she was coming from with that.
I get that. But do you feel like the women out there that don't really give a fuck about marriage, do you think they're thinking that way? No.
No. But then you need to find your equal.
There you go. I feel like, I mean...
I don't want to talk about that.
Yeah, I don't want to speak on this. That's their business.
So let's take them off the table.
Let's take them out of it. But
in general.
To be honest, if I was in that situation where I'm with a girl for 10 years, within those 10 years, we're gonna have this talk numerous times.
Because of her, because she's gonna initiate the talk, or you're gonna initiate the talk.
Whoever.
All right.
Because it's like,
so it's gonna be on your mind.
I would want to know because I know. There's some women out there that from birth, not from birth, but from when they're very little, they're conditioned to think that there's a fucking Prince Charming out there for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, which is a fucking fairy tale. We ain't gonna get into that.
I am still looking for Prince Charming. Okay.
You'll be looking forever. But like, there's women out here who's really conditioned like that. And to be honest, that's out of my control. You know what I'm saying? That's why I feel like during that, whatever time that we're together, we have to have that talk numerous times. It's like, all right, you know what I'm saying? I'm starting to feel this, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if as a female, I can't speak for females, but I feel like if marriage is what y'all want, y'all have to let that be known early enough. Make it known early enough. That way, you know, the man knows, like, all right, she wants marriage, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not a surprise, you know what I'm saying? Like,
because that's usually what women want in general.
Yeah, and at least for that man who doesn't necessarily want that, he can have like debates in his head, like, all right, she wants marriage. That's not really what I want right now. But let's see where we go. Let's see how I feel going forward. But it's that responsibility for that man to keep track of that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Our attention spans are short. Remember. Right. So it's like you gotta keep track of that.
But you also have to understand too, like I don't know, like for me, like I said, if I'm just your girlfriend, I'm just gonna be your girl who's your friend.
Yeah.
Don't expect me
to be doing wife stuff.
Right. So it's like if you're gonna be the type of guy to be like, let's see where this goes. I want to see how she really is. I'm gonna observe how she moves and how she treats me. It's like at the same time, bro, like I'm just your girlfriend. So if this is my like probationary period where you're gonna see my skills and how I perform, it's not really fair to the women either, because it's like technically you're giving her the title right now as your girlfriend, not your wife. But if you're expecting her to
who said that I gave her the title?
What do you mean, as girlfriend?
Yeah. That has to be, I feel like that has to be discussed.
Well, there you go. So now if you're not even giving me the title as girlfriend and I'm just your homie that you just be kicking it with and fucking with occasionally, then I'm definitely going to do the bare minimum at that point.
Time out.
I'm confused.
You don't discuss, you just label a dude as your boyfriend? Like,
no,
you don't
of course you discuss.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. But again, if I'm getting the title as girlfriend, I'm going to act as such.
Okay.
Period.
Okay.
So if you're using that, okay, she's my girlfriend. Now I want to see if she's wife material before I even try to propose to her and marry her. If you're going to use my trial as girlfriend, then I'll never be your wife, because I'm really not going to do all the things a wife is supposed to do, because technically I don't have that title and you're not really deserving of it because you're not my husband. Do you even believe in marriage?
No.
Wow, Denzil, I thought you did.
Why would you think
that?
I
don't know, because I feel like me and you kind of share the same ideas when it comes to how to be in a relationship.
Yeah.
So I really thought you did. I'm not judging you. I'm just asking. Why not?
Well, I'm not saying this is an excuse, but it's a very big part of why I think the way I think. Who I was raised by.
Mm-hmm. That's usually the answer I get from guys too. They'll be like, "Well, I didn't see marriage, so
I didn't."
And I did, so that's why I value it.
I can count on one hand, at the age that I'm at right now, how many weddings I've been to. Mm. And are those people still together? Mm-hmm. No. Oh, wow. Except for my mom and my uncle. Okay. But everybody else, they're either separated or divorced. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like, I don't know, like my views on it is just very blurred, and then on top of that, the percentage of the divorce rate, it's way too high for me to even believe in it. You know what I'm saying?
Don't get caught up in the percentages.
I mean,
because
the percentages are there
you
for
and
a
your
reason.
woman, that's you. Like, don't get caught up in the outside and what everyone else.
It's deeper than just that, though. Like,
no,
I feel
not.
Like,
it's
no,
you and her.
For me, personally, like, I feel like if I'm with you for 10 years, what difference does it make? Other than the fact that it's on paper, the government knows, you know what I'm saying? There's the materialistic stuff involved, you know what I'm saying? The ring and all this stuff.
Yeah.
And let's talk about it. I'm going to be frank. Weddings, it's not for men. It's a whole nother reason why I don't know. I don't believe in it. Because, like, we doing all of this, you know what I'm saying? And then as soon as, like, we divorce, it's like we're enemies now. You know what I'm saying? Like, regardless of the fact whether we have a family or not, we're enemies now.
All right, but why is divorce on your mind?
It's not. It's not. But, like, what does a piece of paper and this big marriage / party,
it's more so.
What does that have to do with how I feel about you?
All right. So can I answer?
Go ahead.
As a woman who believes in marriage, and the reason why is because unlike you or many other men that I know, I have my parents who are still married, so that they happily married. Like, they still write each other love notes. They've been married for like 40 plus years. It's so fun. They make out.
That's dope.
Like, and it's gross, but I also think it's the cutest fucking thing. They still hold hands while they drive and sing music to each other.
Dope.
Like, so I will 100% always believe in like a soulmate and marriage.
I would believe in it too if I constantly see it every day.
If you saw it, that's what I'm saying. So I have hope in that, and that's what I want for myself.
Okay.
Period. Okay. I feel like for me, it's not. I don't even want a wedding when I get married. I don't. I do want a nice dress, but that's just because I like to take pictures and look good. But I don't want a big wedding. I'm fine with having a small little party with just my family
What's a small
and friends.
wedding?
A small wedding?
What is it for you?
My family and close friends. I'm talking like total on my side, no more than 10, 15 people from my side. And we could literally barbecue and go to the pool. And like, I don't give a fuck about none of that.
Like the guy on the bathing suit.
Right. Yo, you could show up to my wedding in sweats. I would not give a fuck. I'm dead ass serious. Like, because that's not important to me. I just want the people I love
that's you.
to be
You know
around
what I'm saying?
me.
Like, all right, I'm not.
Not all women feel that way. Wait, but let me finish.
Okay.
So, boom. I don't really care so much about the ceremony. But to me, it just means something when a man decides that he wants
What about this? Does this matter? The size?
Oh, I already got my ring picked out, boo-boo.
See what I'm saying?
Because it's like, if I have to deal with your bullshit...
No, but you didn't answer the question. Does it matter? Does the size matter?
The size doesn't matter, but I have a certain style that I want. Like, why is that important?
This ain't for us. This marriage is not for us.
Let me finish speaking, please.
Go ahead.
For me, it's more so... A guy has many women around him, right? Marriage, for me, makes me different than the women you have around you, whether they're your girlfriends or your family members. And it's like the fact that you want to make that commitment to me means a lot to me.
Okay.
Like, it differentiates me, and it lets me know that you're serious about me.
The
I'm
wedding.
special enough. The commitment, not the wedding. The commitment to be the husband and wife.
So what if, all right, so take marriage out.
Right.
If I'm showing you this commitment.
But it doesn't feel the same because it's like, I just feel like.
How doesn't it
I
feel
feel like
the same?
it's lying. I feel like, because you know what? Somebody told me was like, all right.
Lying?
We're not married, right? But I'm going to need you to not react so strongly to the shit that I say. Because I don't do that when you talk.
Lying is a bit drastic.
It's lying if you're out here calling me your wife when technically I'm not your wife.
Why are you not my wife? Because you don't have a ring?
Because it's not official. Facts are facts. There's no paperwork.
See, that's where the title. What does paperwork?
There's no paperwork.
What does paperwork have to
technically,
do?
I'm not your wife.
Time out. What does paperwork have to do with how I feel about you?
It has nothing to do.
Exactly.
It has nothing to do, but you can't call me a wife if technically I'm not your wife.
Yes, I can.
The technicalities. Hello.
Technically,
I'm not your wife because we didn't sign nothing.
Technically, if you're with me for 10 years.
Don't do the common law shit.
Listen, it's a law for a reason, right?
No, you're annoying. No. No. We're not doing that.
Listen, we can agree to disagree because clearly you...
What? No, we're not. I'm not done. Because you're not about to sit here and do this right now. Like, why wouldn't you, if that's important to the person you love, why is it so difficult to do that for the person you love? That's my question. You may not believe in it, but it's like, damn, I love this girl. It's really important to her. Let me make the sacrifice. It's not going to kill me. Marriage isn't going to kill you.
I know. But let me set the record straight. Like, I don't believe in it, but I'm not opposed to it.
Right. But in general, not just you.
Yeah, like if I find a girl who's like, who I don't mind, because it's like, we say we wouldn't do a lot of things for a girl. And when we meet that chick,
you end up doing it.
Exactly.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm not opposed to it. It's just like, I don't believe in it in the sense like where, like, I don't know, like if I really, I guess because like knowing the type of person I am, I'm not, like I said, once I find that girl that I like, everybody else, even if a girl is giving me looks or...
It's a wrap.
You're a dub,
It's quiet.
Too late.
Crickets.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. I can only speak for myself. So that's why I can't really... I don't see why a piece of paper is going to make it any different. Because I already been committed to you. From the time from the point that we made it official, boyfriend and girlfriend.
I think women just want to have something solid and concrete.
I get it. But
because it's like guys, and women too. I'm not even going to say guys because I'm tired. I don't want to attack men here. I love men. Men are great. I just feel like you could say a lot of shit. And then your actions could be completely different.
We're very famous for doing that. But
and women too, because I'm not even just going to put that on men.
There's women out there.
Right?
I haven't met those
I just feel like that's the difference there. Like, It's
Okay.
concrete. I can visually show my ring and be
Okay.
like, I am someone's wife. It's official.
Can I say this though?
Go.
If I was to get married, it would only. This is the only way I would get married. Is if like I damn near beat my soulmate, like my partner in crime. Not just my girlfriend, not the girl
But that's how it should be.
Exactly. Like if I meet like somebody who's like, even if we're not together and we have a family, we can still be cool for the sake of our children, raising our children, I guess, the best that we can. Like I don't want it to be like, all right, if you know what I'm saying, like if we have a child and we're not together,
she's gonna be spiteful.
Yeah,
and
like you want
keep the kids away from you.
Exactly, like using the kid as a tool to get under my skin. Like I don't want that.
No, kids changes things in a marriage.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
That's why your bond gotta be solid before.
Exactly. So if we're still cool afterwards.
Oh, so I see. So you mean like let's have kids first and see how that goes? Because that's another thing that could throw a wrench in the relationship.
Exactly. Like if it makes sense for me and the female, and we already have a family, and you know, like God forbid if something happens to me. At least all of my stuff is going.
Yeah, because that's another thing. If she's not your wife, your kids don't get nothing of yours.
So that's
and
the
she
only.
Don't get nothing of yours.
That's why I said I'm not opposed to it. I just feel like that's the only reason why.
I feel like you gotta be solidified in the relationship.
Like,
I
that's the only way.
Agree with that.
That's the only bar that's super high for me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, other than that, I could sniff out all the other bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I could see if you ain't shit. Based off your responses to the questions that I asked, I can tell that you're toxic. You know what I'm saying? Like, but as far as like finding a wife, that's something way deeper. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like you don't really, you think you know. This is something that, shout out to her, but this lady at my job who's older than me, she definitely put it in my brain that you really don't know someone until you go through shit with them. Like if you have kids with them, like that's when you really know someone, because it's like a whole other person now. You know what I'm saying?
And then in divorce, I heard like you don't know someone until they don't get what they want.
Exactly.
And that's a whole fact.
Exactly. Not to make it that deep, but try if you dating someone, tell them no. See how they react. Just tell them no.
And you know what? This principle doesn't apply. Well, no, this principle doesn't work in my favor because I'm a brat when I don't get my way.
See?
I'm a whole brat.
See?
But like, maybe I'm toxic. But
we all are.
We're all a little toxic.
We're all a little toxic.
I'm not making excuses for myself.
Nobody's ever perfect.
It was also the way I was raised. I'm a brat. My parents called me a brat.
You were the baby.
I was a baby.
There you go.
I was spoiled.
There you go.
But I do, after my bratty moment, my tantrum, I always come back and apologize.
I feel like you're understanding, though.
Yeah, I'm understanding. Be like, you know what? I was wildin'.
You're mature enough in that
I'm
sense.
sorry.
You're mature enough in that sense to be like, all right, you know what I'm saying? Like earlier.
What happened earlier?
When...
What did I do earlier?
My good side. My good side. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't.
This is my good side. I'm an alien on this side.
We wasn't going to argue with you about that. We was just going to let you try it. Oh, you want to switch up? Okay, cool. We ain't going to argue. Let's switch and see how you feel. We told you, like, look, this is your good side, but if you're speaking into the mic, you're not going to be looking at me. So all people's going to be seeing is the good side. But at the same time, it's going to look like you're talking to somebody.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So it's all, it's trial and error. You got to don't argue. Let them try it.
Yeah. Just let me, listen. So PSA, just let me have my tantrum. Just let me
let
live
them get it out their system.
Let me live in my tantrum. I promise I'm going to come back and realize that I was wrong and I will apologize.
There you go.
That's it.
There you go.
I'm a good person.
There you go.
The end.
There you go. That's it. That's it. Like I said, but to end on this note, like, I'm not opposed to marriage. I don't believe in it, but I'm not opposed to it. Like, if it makes sense for me, then I'll do it. But if not...
But you see, that's hard because a lot of women, even me too, I was raised to, like, you get married before the kids. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Like, and that's a really traditional way, but like,
crazy.
You get married before you have the kid.
That whole saving yourself for the marriage and that. I'm sorry. There's no rule book for this thing called life.
So I wouldn't save myself.
No.
I mean,
saying
I have not been saving myself. So
I mean,
like, it's too late for that.
But there's people who's really out here.
Nah, they are
sticking to
Although
that.
It's not as like
because of their not their religion, but just the tradition in their family.
Tradition, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like there's arranged marriages in some cultures and families.
No, but in general, like even now, right? Like I would think, okay, if I'm with somebody, I want to get married with them, and I'm still having sex with them, but I would get married before I have kids. But now I'm starting to see other people, because throughout the years I've seen other people's relationships and I've seen how kids ruin marriages.
Exactly. I've seen it too.
And it's just like, damn.
I would at least want to have like a kid first, at least one.
And just see how it goes.
Yeah. Test out the
But
waters.
then it kind of sucks because then it's like a lot of people really get left. And then it's like you're now a single parent with your child. Like it really sucks. And then some people, I just feel like I've gotten to a point where I don't even want kids now. Because I'm just like, damn, if that's really going to affect my relationship that much.
But you won't know until you have that kid.
You won't know until you have the kid, I know. But it's
everybody's
still
different.
like...
Everybody's experience is different. Just because you've seen somebody go through that doesn't mean that you're going to have that's going to happen to you. You know what I'm saying? It's trial and error. You know what I'm saying? And that's the beauty of life.
Yeah, and everybody's relationship is different.
It's about how you deal with the shit that, that happens to you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, you who may be going through the same thing that you're going through right now, what would you tell them?
Me?
Yeah.
What do you mean, what would I tell them? In terms of what? Marriage?
In terms of, like, finding something, being a hopeless romantic.
Right.
And trying to navigate dating through these times where people aren't really taking things seriously.
Yeah, really fall in love with yourself. Like, now's the time to pour into you. Period. Like, that's all I would say. And I know that's easier said than done because, like you said, you get super lonely.
But you got to elaborate on that, though.
And it's, all right, it's simple.
You said
it's not
pour
even,
into yourself?
Pour into yourself. Like, sometimes you neglect taking care of yourself. Like, something as simple as getting your hair done or doing a face mask or working out or eating right. Like, a lot of times we don't even want to eat. Mm-hmm. Like, we're so stuck in our depression and our loneliness that we don't even want to, like, have a glass of water.
You neglect all that
You
stuff.
Completely lose yourself.
Lose track, yeah.
And it's like, no, like, whatever you have to do, make a schedule or just be super conscious about whatever it is you need to do for yourself. Do it. And it doesn't have to be overly complicated. And like you said, take yourself out. Go on vacation by yourself.
Facts. I'm about to do that.
Me too. I already booked my shit. I'm out.
Check you out.
Like, I'm ready to go.
I can't because of my current job situation.
But whatever it is for you, whatever you enjoy, pick up a new hobby. Learn how to play an instrument. Start working out if you don't already. Read a book. Play video games. Do something that you can kind of just like escape into. Learn about yourself. Learn what you like, what you don't like. And like I said, start saying no to toxicity. And it doesn't just have to be a romantic relationship you're saying no to that's toxic. Sometimes it's your friends who are toxic.
Yeah,
sometimes it's a family member who's toxic. Yeah. It's not your job to save people. It's not, especially if they don't want to be saved. Focus on being your own savior. Mm-hmm. Be that person for you.
Because you're here for yourself.
Right. No one's going to do that for you. Mm-hmm. At all. Because everybody's worried about themselves. Mm-hmm. And that's it. That would be my advice.
I feel like to that younger guy out there who's a hopeless romantic and is not the typical guy who just wants to jump from chick to chick, if there's any out there left, like, the main thing I would tell them is don't take shit too personal. You may think you have the formula. You may think like, all right, if I do this, there's no way she may, you know what I'm saying? Trust me, bro, it ain't gonna work. There's no formula to this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you may think, like, all right, if I treat her right, if I do this, no, you're just making yourself a simp. You know what I'm saying? And some girls may take advantage of it, and some girls may just accept all those things and not reciprocate shit back. and that's going to leave you with the short end of the stick regardless. Best thing I would say is don't take things too personal, and don't keep your eggs. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to kind of like really manage that. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, in the time that you can't find that one, take the time to find out what you do like and manifest it. You know what I'm saying? That way, when it comes, you're ready.
Yeah.
That's it.
Awesome. Beautifully said.